Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites for the month of July. This month I've got quite a few favorites, so let's just get right into it. Let's start off with the beauty products. My very first favorite, I have ventured out and I've tried a new foundation. I picked up the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation with SPF 15 sunscreen in the color Light Medium Honey. I know this isn't the newest foundation out there, but I never really checked it out when all the hype was going on. I really enjoy it. There's just one thing that I don't like about it, and that is the applicator or whatever this is. I don't like this. I wish that instead of like twisting it open and having this weird dropper, that this was just kind of like a pump. That would make so much more sense to me and I would like it so much more. I am really enjoying this foundation. I would say that it's more of a medium to full coverage. I enjoy that it has SPF 15 in it because that's great for the summertime when you're outside more often. My second favorite is on my lips right now. It is the Urban Decay lipstick in 1993 and I love this color with all of my heart. I love brown lipsticks. It is a beautiful dark brown. It's called 1993 and that is the year I was born, and I had an instant bond before I even saw the color. It's super 90s and it's super me, and it's called 1993. That rhymed. Anyway, yes, so that is my second beauty favorite. My third beauty favorite for the month of July is the perfume that I've been wearing pretty much throughout the entire month, and I've done an entire review video of it on my channel. It is Dior's Poison Girl perfume, and I will link the video right over here so you can go check out all my thoughts and opinions and all the notes of the scent and all of that information that I don't feel like repeating in this video, so just go check out that video if you want to hear more about it, but I have definitely been truly loving this perfume throughout the entire month of July. My next favorite are a pair of shoes, and they are these gorgeous heeled sandals from Steve Madden. I'm way more comfortable in a heeled shoe than a flat shoe, so most of my summer sandals have at least like an inch heel. These are the most comfortable shoes I've worn in a super long time. Usually with sandals I'll get like blisters or my feet get tired and I'm just uncomfortable in summer shoes and I end up wearing combat boots. These feel like a completely enclosed shoe even though they're sandals. I wore them on a long day just walking around through Manhattan, like at least 4 miles of walking, and I didn't have a single blister. My feet felt fine. They're so comfortable. I love that pair of shoes so much that I went ahead and I bought them in white as well. Like, I obviously have a problem. It wasn't good enough to have one pair of my favorite shoe. I needed them in white too. If you guys were wondering, these are called the Nina, N-I-N-N-A, and I'm pretty certain they're still sold at Steve Madden. Like, I just got these a few weeks ago. They're amazing. They're super cute. I love them, and they're insanely comfortable. Even though they have a heel and they're strappy, they're amazing. I highly recommend these shoes. You should check them out. I have two book favorites for this month. The first one is Gillian Flynn's Dark Places. If you guys have watched my Michael Kors review and What's in My Bag video, I talked about her book Sharp Objects. Gillian Flynn is such a twisted, messed up author, but in like the best way. The plot twists and the gore and this book, as I was reading it, I was like, how did she think of this? This is horrifying. Who has these ideas and puts them on paper, and why is it so good? Am I a bad person for enjoying this? Check this book out. If you haven't read Gone Girl, definitely read Gone Girl and watch the movie. The movie was great. I'm pretty sure Dark Places is being turned into a TV show on HBO, or it might be Sharp Objects. I think it's Sharp Objects. This one on TV would be like, oh my god. Libby Day was 7 when her mother and 2 sisters were murdered in the Satan sacrifice of Kankakee, Kansas. Kankakee? I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm pretty sure it's a real place. She survived and famously testified that her 15-year-old brother, Ben, was the killer. 25 years later, the Kill Club, a secret society obsessed with notorious crimes, locates Libby and pumps her for details. They hope to discover proof that may free Ben. Libby hopes to turn a profit off her tragic history. She'll reconnect with the players from that night and report her findings to the club for a fee. As Libby's search takes her from shabby Missouri strip clubs to abandoned Oklahoma tourist towns, the unimaginable truth emerges and Libby finds herself right back where she started, on the run from a killer. This book. Oh my god. My second favorite book is a completely different style of book compared to anything written by Gillian Flynn, and I'm almost embarrassed to say that I read this, but it was a good book, and it is Nicholas Sparks' Dear John. I don't think I've ever read a Nicholas Sparks book, but I really enjoyed this book. It might be because now I have a tie to the army, and this book is obviously about an army relationship. Dear John, like a Dear John letter. Dear John, the letter read, and with those 2 words, a heart was broken and 2 lives changed forever. When Savannah Lynn Curtis comes into his life, John Tyree knows he is ready to turn over a new leaf. An angry rebel, he had enlisted in the army after high school, not knowing what else to do. Then, during a furlough, he meets Savannah, the girl of his dreams. The attraction is mutual and quickly grows into the kind of love that leaves Savannah vowing to wait for John while he finishes his tour of duty. But neither can foresee that 9/11 is about to change the world. Like so many proud men and women, John must choose between love and country. Now, when he finally returns to North Carolina, John will discover that loving Savannah will force him to make the hardest decision of his life. The reason that I really enjoyed this is that it's not just a romantic novel that just pulls on your heartstrings, like, oh god, they love each other, why aren't they together? That kind of thing, because that's kind of boring. This has other parts to the plot that really kind of like hit home for me. Not that I can relate to the exact situations. There were multiple plots going on at the same time, and I enjoyed it. What I did not like was the major motion picture. I was a little bit excited. Channing Tatum and Amanda Seyfried are in it, and I think it might be worse than the Lovely Bones adaptation, and Lovely Bones is one of my favorite novels I've ever read, and that movie was horrendous. This movie, if you didn't read the book, I don't know how anybody knows what the heck is going on. There's like no communication. They change major points to the plot. Their acting is terrible. I hated the movie. But the book was good, so I don't recommend the movie, but I recommend the book. My next favorite is my newest vinyl, and it is the brand new I'm a Nightmare single vinyl. The actual vinyl itself is amazing. They engraved the lyrics on the B-side, and it just looks so cool. It's beautiful. And speaking of brand new, let's get on to all of the events that I had going on throughout the month of July, and one of those was that I got to see Brand New live at Madison Square Garden. Oh my god, I can't believe the day had come that I would get to see them at such a large venue. Madison Square Garden, like I still get chills thinking about it. I did post 2 songs from their show onto my YouTube channel just to share it with like other Brand New fans. So if you're a subscriber and you were like, what is going on here? Like, I apologize if you're a little bit confused by that, but I just had to share. I brought my younger brother to his first Brand New show, and I feel like super proud of the whole thing. I showed him my favorite band. I took him to one of their concerts. I was slightly disappointed in the set list that they chose for Madison Square Garden, but that's okay. I love seeing them every single time, and their energy on stage was amazing. Other than Brand New, I saw Louis C.K. last week. Seeing Louis C.K. live with fresh new material was amazing. I wish I could share it with you guys, but he was very adamant about no talking, no texting, no tweeting, no heckling, no snapping pictures, no recording videos, none of that. Like, he had posters across all the seats when you came into the venue, like, don't do any of this, we'll kick you out. You know, normally at a concert lately, everyone's just got their phones out like this. I'm guilty. I'm always with my phone out recording because I want it forever and I want to hold on to it. I'm weird like that. But to look around an entire venue and not see a single phone out, no one texting, no one recording, it was just so nice. Everyone was in the moment. Everyone was enjoying the show. Nobody was like this watching the show through their phone, and I enjoyed that, and it was a beautiful thing, and I wish that it happened more often. The day after I saw Louis C.K., I got to meet one of my like fitness and YouTube and Instagram idols, Nikki Blackketter. I'm sure you guys know who she is if you are into fitness whatsoever. Standing in a mob in the middle of Times Square when it's 100-something degrees outside, pure sunshine, humid, disgusting. By the time that I finally like got up to meet her about an hour later, I was just like at a loss for words. I was like, this is so cool to meet you. I don't even know what to say. You follow my Instagram, like you liked a picture of my donuts, it was really cool. And she was like, sure. It's like, it's hot. And we're like, yeah, it's hot. So it was like not my ideal situation for meeting her, but hopefully she comes to New York again sometime soon, and maybe we can like actually meet up again, and that'd be really cool. If you guys would like to see the picture that I got with her, it's on my Instagram at Julie Jigsaw. I've had a few people comment that we look alike, and I don't see it, but I'll take the compliment because she's gorgeous, and just, it was really nice to actually be able to meet her in person and give her a hug and like try to talk, but I was just lost for words. It was just so hot, and I was so tired, and I was like, this is so cool, I'm sorry. And if meeting one of my fitness idols on like the hottest day of the year isn't eventful enough of a day as it is, I came straight home, showered, changed, put on fresh makeup, and I headed out to a Moose Blood concert. In their song Boston, they reference Brand New's album Deja Entendu, and I really enjoy Moose Blood, and it was really cool to see them. During their last song, because of the moshing and everybody like kind of leaning forward, it was such a small venue, and I was right up against the stage, and when everyone shoved forward, I actually landed on stage. And I proceeded to watch the final song on stage, and it was really cool to like see from the side instead of like from the crowd's perspective, to see everybody kind of like leading into the band. I don't know, it was weird, it was cool, totally new experience. I never thought that I would fall onto a stage. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention, obviously in July we have the 4th of July. It just feels like it was so long ago at this point, like this month has just gone on forever that I forgot that I got to see my boyfriend this month. We spent 4th of July weekend together, and we nearly melted in the southern heat because it was like 102 degrees at 100% humidity every single day. Ugh, I had a wonderful time with my boyfriend, obviously, and I posted a bunch of pictures on my Instagram. We ate way too many Krispy Kreme donuts, but they were delicious and so worth it. We went to go see Finding Dory, which just hit me in the nostalgia feels so hard. There's that one scene where they kind of show a different perspective of a scene from Finding Nemo. We didn't do as much outdoor stuff as we did when I went to go visit him during his AIT because it was just so hot and so humid that we just kind of tried to find indoor things to do, like eat, watch movies, just scroll through the internet together, and just veg out and lay in bed and just relax, because every time you went outside you felt like you were melting and dying, and it was just the worst. But I mean, that's kind of the stuff that I miss most, just doing small little couple things, like just relaxing together and existing in the same space together. It was just really nice to see him again, and that was obviously a July favorite. I feel like this month has been like 3 months worth of months. Oh, my last favorite. I have one more favorite, guys, and I'm sure this is everyone's favorite this month, so if you're still here, I'm sure this is your favorite too. If you tell me that Pokemon Go is not in your favorites for the month of July, you're lying to me, because this is the greatest thing that has happened in the history of July. Like, yes, I got to see my boyfriend, but I also have a Rapidash. I need to catch like 1,000 more Magikarp because I really want a Gyarados, but just I never see Magikarp, and you need 400 Magikarp candies to get a Gyarados. What is this? There was one time that my brother and I went to go take over a gym at like 2 in the morning, and when we got to the gym, there were like 4 other people huddled there, and we were like, Team Valor? Yeah. Can we join? Yeah. None of us knew each other, but we were bonding over the fact that we had to take down Team Mystic and get the gym. Just, this game is so fun, and the fact that it's just bringing people together and getting us out of the house. And there was another time I set up a lure at a Pokestop, and like my brother and I are walking in circles. Like, yes, it's always my brother and I at 2 in the morning, that's when we play. So we're walking in circles around the Pokestop because I think that makes the Pokemon like spawn more often. One of the Pokemon that came up was an Ivysaur. We caught our little Ivysaur and we keep walking, and about 3 minutes later we hear someone screaming, "Yo, there's an Ivysaur somewhere! Anyone know where it is?" And they like run past us, and like one guy like reaches out and grabs me. He's like, "Do you know where the Ivysaur is?" And we're like, "It's right over there." He's like, "Thanks!" And he just screams out to the whole park. He's like, "Yo guys, there's an Ivysaur over here!" And you just you see swarms of like grown people running to catch invisible Pokemon, and just this game is amazing. It makes me, I can't. Anyway, I think that's it for my monthly favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stuck through until the end, you should let me know, are you Team Valor? If you guys would like to keep up with me on all of my social media platforms, I will have links to them all in the description box down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you totally should, so you're here for my next video, and I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna go catch them all. Bye. On me, this perfume actually smells mostly like the orange blossom. It's kind of this candy-like, flowery, orangey scent.